Mike Custer, the pastor of Bible Baptist Church in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and we're going to read another verse from Proverbs chapter 3 today. These verses often come together, 5, 6, and 7 in Proverbs chapter 3. We talked about Proverbs 3:5 yesterday, and we're going to consider Proverbs chapter 3, verse 6 this morning. Proverbs 3:5, you'll recall, says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding." And we talk a little bit about the danger of leaning on one's own understanding and how that can often be contrary to the way God would want us to go and how He want to lead us. Verse 6 says, "In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy paths." To acknowledge means to recognize God, to invite Him to be part of the decision-making process, to realize that He's there, to know the Lord, and to accept Him as being a definite and strong factor in that decision. In all thy ways acknowledge Him. And what that boils down to is yielding to the Lord and submitting to Him. In all ways acknowledge Him, that He is a factor, that He in fact knows more about everything else than we do. And so we should submit to His truth. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and let the Lord influence your decision-making process, and He shall direct thy paths. He'll be the one who will lead us in a pleasant path, in the proper path, if we will recognize Him and give Him the proper place that He deserves in our life. How should a saint, how should a child of God respond to divine presence and divine truth? We should always have a submissive spirit and be willing for the Lord to just be in control, to be in charge. Lord, you show me what you want me to do. Help me to know Bible principles that apply to this situation, and help me to do the right thing and follow the course of divine wisdom instead of human wisdom. In all thy ways acknowledge Him. Let the Lord know that you are willing to follow His guidance and His leadership in whatever decision you need to make. That's the way every child of God should live. We ought to live with a surrendered spirit, with a heart of yieldedness to the Lord day by day. And that's what having Him as our Lord and Master actually means, that I've acknowledged the fact I'm not in charge anymore. I'm just not in charge anymore. I have yielded to the Lord and I submit to Him, and He's the one who's going to guide my steps, and I will acknowledge Him in all my ways. What a great way to live. It's the best way to live and the safest way for the child of God to live as well. In fact, the safest way for anybody to live. And those who do not know Him, of course, will not love Him and will not trust Him. But if you do, you should. Follow Him in all thy ways, acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy paths. God bless you today.